Hello, welcome back. Here we will continue what we started on surds, and we stopped at addition and subtraction of surds in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video on addition and subtraction, please go back to my video list and watch the video so you can meet up to this particular video on the multiplication and division of surds. When multiplying surds, we should have in the back of our mind that surd takes different form. So we need to observe basic rules and principles when solving multiplication and division of surds. Now let's look at this basic example. We have root 3 times root 7. What do? You pick one root and multiply the figures inside the root together to have a common answer, which is 21. 3 times 7 gives us 21. Take a look at another example, which is how do you do this? It is still the same thing. 2 still comes in front, then root 21, because you are multiplying 3 and 7, 21. Let's take it a little bit further. We have 3. 2 root 3 times 5 root 3. What do? This time around, we have a coefficient and we have another coefficient. So 2 times 5 gives me 10 root 3 times 3 gives me 9. This is correct. We can't stop here because we have a perfect square under a square root, so we need to push it further. Then 10 times the square root of 9 gives me 3, which is 3 times 10, 30. That is a little knowledge of what we do in surd during multiplication. So take a look at this other example. We can have complex numbers like root 27 times root 50. What do? In this situation, you can simply multiply 27 times 50 to have a final answer. While you can also do is you can simplify this, you break it down and you break this down to have an answer also. So breaking it down simply means you look for a simpler form to express 27. And if you express 27, you're going to have 3 root 3. This was covered in the previous video. So where you have a perfect square, 3 times 9 is 27. So the square root of 9 gives me 3. So 3 and the remaining root 3 stands. Then when you simplify 50, we have 2 times 25. So that root 2 times root 25, which is 5 root 2. So in getting my final answer, I'll be sure to have 3 times 3, which is 15. Then a common root, 2 times 3 gives me 6. So in this form, when solving, you should have this answer here. Yes, because you may end up having root 225 times 6 as equal to this. Then you can have your answer to be this. So when solving multiplication of surd, we need to be very wise about it. There are many approaches we can use. So I've shown you the first approach here, which is this form, and the second approach here, which is this form. Thank you. So at the end of this particular multiplication, let me drop this. So multiply this particular surd and put your answer in the comment section below. You say 3 root 12 times 7 root 14. Good. We moved up a little further to division. For division of surd, we need to have full focus on this particular side. Example 1 root 3 is a division of surd. How we solve this is simple. What we do is we introduce a very new tactics called rationalization. And this is how it is done. You take the denominator and you multiply it to the numerator and denominator. So this is what I used. I duplicated it up and down. So my answer becomes root 3 over root 9. We've covered this. 3 times 3 gives us 9. So that my root 3 will be this, root 3 over 3. That is division of surds. Let's check out other examples. For instance, I have 6 at the top divided by root 3. Simple, don't be scared. All you need to do is you take 6 over root 3. Which number should I use during my rationalization? Correct, root 3. So I take my root 3, I multiply the numerator and I multiply the denominator to have 6 root 3 over this, and this gives me root 9. So instead of writing root 9, I just write 3 straight up because root 9 is 3. So in this form, I simplify further. 3 can divide 6 to have 2 root 3. And that is awesome. Another example includes root 18 divided by root 2. Now this is a little bit tricky, but we can do it and we're going to solve it now. To simplify root 18, what we do is root 18 is simply root 2 times root 9 over root 2. In this situation, we can just cancel out and say root 2 cancels root 2, but let's continue. Root 2 times root 9, and I know root 9 from here is what? 3. So I have 3 root 2 left over root 2. Because I have root 2 at my numerator and root 2 at my denominator, it cancels out to remain only 3. Thank you. I am going to stop here for today, and if this video has been useful to you and you've learned a little lot about multiplication of surd and division of surd, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop your comment in the comment section. Please like our video. Thank you.